He always raises his hands first.
Got to be quick. Kellen, early second half, you had the 2 turnovers, one down there in the low red on the fumble and then the pick. What happened that really got yourself off the mat after that point?
Just, I guess, a good play by them. It was a design power quarterback run in the red zone, and just got to hold on to the ball a little bit tighter, and then saw the coverage on the interception and was a little bit late out to Kellen on the rail route. So just 2 small mistakes that possibly could end up costing us, but just small stuff that I need to clean up. But I feel like as a whole offense, I thought offensive line did a phenomenal job tonight. Trey and Jay Sean really helped out, and then the receivers made big plays. So definitely a collective win.
We're on your right. We have Ben.
Kellen, did you feel at all like you were at risk of possibly sitting for a series or 2 if things didn't go well? And I mean,
nah, that doesn't really cross my mind at all.
After what was your mindset? I know Jimbo talked to y'all before y'all went back onto the field. I guess after the interception, what did he tell y'all? And what was running through your mind then?
I mean, I knew I made the mistake. You just got to process it and move on, and that's what I told the offensive line. Told them they're doing a phenomenal job, which they were. It's just 2 turnovers on me that only I can control. So other than that, I thought everybody else played great.
Stay on the right with Suzanne.
I was going to ask you kind of the same thing, but you led A&M to 4 scoring drives after your 2 turnovers. So do you ever let negative enter your mind? And when you're talking to Jimbo, what's the conversation like with him when you're discussing the mistakes as opposed to the good plays?
Yeah, kind of after that, he's always going to be mad. Just he wants me to understand why I made the mistake so it doesn't happen again. So just kind of the conversation that we had, just kind of encouragement, telling me to move on. And I'm a really even-keeled person, so even if I do get rattled, either Coach Fisher, Sean McGuire, or my teammates are going to, help lift me up. So definitely kudos to them.
We're going to go right here in the middle to Christy.
After having trouble closing out the games in the fourth quarter of the last 2 weeks, how big was it for y'all to get up and then keep piling on points there in the fourth quarter today?
That was really our main focus, and going into that locker room, instead of focusing on winning, we wanted to dominate, and that's something that we've kind of been emphasizing this whole entire week, and being consistent in practice, which is going to translate into the game. So that's just small detail things that Coach Fisher always emphasizes, and I felt like we did that really well today.
All the way back to TV row with Daryl.
Can you talk about how special Travion was today?
Yeah, I'm definitely phenomenal, and not only running the ball, I think he had over 200 yards, but definitely picking up a lot of blocks. So when you have a back like that who could do both, it's really beneficial for the whole entire offense.
In the front to the right, Travis.
How important was it for you to have Jamon back and what he was able to do? And from being his roommate, how hard has he worked to get back to the point of today?
Yeah, it's something that we all knew as a whole team that it was going to be really big getting him back. And we kind of saw a little more leadership in the receiver room when he got back on Monday. So definitely a big thing, not only him on the field, but being able to communicate to the receivers and just being a leader for this offense was something that was really big for us.
In the front, all the way to the right.
And what does it mean to you to clinch a 10th year of going to a bowl for the school?
No, it's huge for us, and that's the stuff that we work for. Obviously, we want to be perfect and win every single game, but being able to do this and the type of hard work that we've put in, it's really special for us. And having the 12th man behind us, especially playing at home, is definitely a great feeling.
We'll go to Ben, and we'll finish up with the TV folks in the back.
After last week, what was this week of preparation like for you? When you were at home, what were you thinking about a lot during the week leading up to this game?
Just focusing on the base fundamentals, just focusing on the small details. We knew, every single game, we're able to move the ball up and down the field on everybody, but to those small details, or when it gets close in the red zone, contested balls are something that we need to end up finishing. Q did a great job, caught a fade route in the goal line. So just those small detail things that Coach has been emphasizing since spring ball, we are able to execute tonight.
All the way to the back to
we talked about the 17 fourth quarter points for you all, but how important is it for you to feed off of kind of what the defense is doing, and when they're getting stops, you go out and take advantage and score?
Yeah, it's definitely a big thing, and the defense obviously made big-time plays, got beat a couple of times, but we're able to move on from that and, play great in that fourth quarter. So, offense and defense and also special teams kind of go hand in hand, and, we kind of feed off of each other. So hopefully we can continue to get that going for next week against UAB.
Justin and staying in the back. Justin?
Kellen, building off of that, I know you trust your defense, but knowing how Ole Miss can score in bunches, was it ever in your mind, in the second quarter there when you only had 7, like, hey, we got to get going because eventually Ole Miss is going to put up some points? Did y'all think about that at all?
It was definitely in our head, but, you don't want to speed up or really get that in your head. And you just want to focus on each play, focusing on, executing that one play at a time. And that's what I told everybody in the huddle whenever we get out there, just focus and do your job and just focus on executing.
All right. Thank you, Kellen.